DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to him on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. That's why assume the first guy's going to tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. Here's a little room there. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Takes a handoff. It's Gordon. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Vols line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was the guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Golden Gophers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Drake Lindsey. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes one man miss. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. and finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They're down to one timeout left in the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch, and now looking for... And he loses the football on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Listen, I love the individual effort by this punt returner, and he's trying to make guys miss. He's trying to make a big play for his team, but you cannot put the ball on the ground. You just now gave the ball right back to the opponent after your defense forced the punt.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Bishop. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Showing off the arms. Runs through. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Minnesota has it back in the... The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Running inside, it's Bishop. Picks up the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set. And the Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Trying to run it in. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on fourth down. Power ahead. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The give to the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incomplete.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. I believe it's the quarterback, and boy, would that be a devastating blow. We'll have Holly check on that. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give is to Taylor. And he was able to put for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires on the move.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Minnesota